Pisces, we are going straight in with you, okay? And today I've done Virgo and I've done Libra, and I've nearly cried during both of those readings. Very different stories, but wow, the vibration is significant. So I'm dealing with a collective of Virgos, Libra and Pisces, all working together, all ascending together, all going through something together. Family members, friends, colleagues, social network, partners, lovers, you decide. But there's a big connection here between the Virgo, the Libra and the Pisces, and this is the Pisces side of the story, yeah? Go and check out the Virgo and Libra if you relate. If you really want to just embrace all this love and vibration, you want to go to the Virgo. If you need a little kick up the arse about what's important and what you're focusing on, instead of focusing on what you want instead of what you need, hit the Libra up. And then now we're going to go in with you, okay? Let's look at the Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? What is going on here? I'm going to reshuffle. The root chakra's out, so I know it's important. There's some sacrifice and triumph I see, but I don't like the way the cards fell out, so I'm going again. Give me a second, all right? I want to make sure this is right for you. Okay. You've been going through a lot. I feel like you've been dealing with a Libra. I did send Libra over to your Pisces read as well because I felt like there was a connection there. Now, the main thing that's standing out to me, I've only got 4 cards out so far, but at the back of the mind, there's deception and envy. So there's been lies and jealousy, someone being very, very deceptive. Shocking energy, weren't expecting to see that. You've had to make legal choices and decisions in regard to someone being dishonest, and someone in the situation has had to have spiritual strength in what you love. This could be infidelity, lies and deceit, heartbreaking situations. At the end of the day, in the center of this situation is a very, very profound love. I want to say toxic love as well. I want to say that there could have been someone saying that this was toxic. There's a toxic love here. There's a toxic energy here. This is a toxic vibration. But that was coming from a darker entity, a darker vibration, unconscious bias. It wasn't coming from clear choices and decisions and deep inner knowing. So it looks like whatever's gone on here, now you're moving in a positive direction forward after obstacles and challenges in something that was ungrounded. It wasn't really rooted in anything. And do you know what? The deception and envy card that's coming out, the solar plexus has come out on top of it now. So what it's saying is, when you're scared of something, you don't know how to recognize it. You've never seen it before. It's new, it's conflictual, it's different. The first instinctual reaction is to run, push, avoid, look away. In regards to being an alien as well, like we play around with the ideologies of alien over here and other in so many different ways. So for me to bring that forward, if an alien just popped out of nowhere right now in front of you, full-blown grey alien, or even a humanoid looking humanoid skinned, what are you going to do? You don't know if it's positive. You don't know if it's light or dark. It's just there. It's looking at you. It's walking towards you. You're probably going to run. You're probably going to shit the bed. You're going to freak out. You're going to scream. Everyone's scared and fearful of the unknown. And instead of taking a minute to engage with it, find the answers to it, you judge it, you shun it, you ridicule it, you abuse it. That's either you or what you've been dealing with or witnessing. Yeah? Real awareness of suddenly there's an alien here now, and oh my gosh, there's only one person in the room who's brave enough to go, oh my God, hello, what's your name? Where did you come from? Am I allowed to touch you? If I touch you, will there be a reaction, allergic reaction? Can you kill me with your eyes? Can you, what can you do? There's that vibration here of just not being sure of how to proceed with something so foreign, something so different. But this is destined. Gives me the movie of Paul. Have you seen the movie Paul? With the aliens. You can go and watch that. Simon Pegg's in it, one of my favourite actors. UK British films. He's got the greatest British stuff out. I would also suggest all of his stuff, like The World's End, Hot Fuzz, and Shaun of the Dead. I would go and watch all of them over one weekend or evening when you've got time. Great little movies from Simon Pegg. Yeah, Simon Pegg, sorry. Amazing. That's the energy I'm kind of getting here, because there's a reason for you to kind of continue to have hope and see the light in a situation, and you are moving in the direction of finally believing in the alien now. Yeah, after all of this time, all of this mental conflict, all of this waiting, all of this uncertainty, all of these financial struggles I see as well, being trapped in fear about your finances, being bored and discontent in your life, inability to choose and make a decision, having to move on and walk away without certainty, but moving into a new beginning. Wow, you've done it. All of the stuff I said, all of the struggles you've been through, all of the uncertainty, you still had to keep moving forward. God's been with you all the way throughout this. You're very religious in some way, yeah? I wanted to say Orthodox, something like that. Catholic, Greek Orthodox is what came to me as well. Catholic and Greek Orthodox. So with that in mind, yeah, I'm looking at this energy whereby you've been cycling through, I don't want to get too close to it. I don't know what that is. I don't trust it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to open myself up to it. Is it a hazard? Is it a risk? Is it going to explode? I don't know. I don't want to be infected. I don't want to be infested. Awkward. I'm going to stay away. But you can't stay away because you're skirting around the peripherals of this, the proximity of this. There is no escaping this. If this is a situation at work or legal, then either way, you've still been wrapped up and trapped in all of this. There is no escaping it. It's either way, it's been destined. You've been involved in it to some degree. You've been forced to make a decision. The decision you made brought you into the new beginning anyway. And now there is this passionate new beginning where you truly know what it is. You understand the other species, the other side of the coin, the other story, right? It kind of gives me the whole general vibe of, like, we're talking about aliens, let's talk about me as the being that alien. You don't know me, you've come over to my content, you see what I'm doing, you're uncomfortable by it, you're judging me, making assumptions, telling all your friends, do you believe in this, do you believe in that? There's this reader who's doing all this stuff. Don't want to watch their content, don't believe in them, think this is icky, think that is icky, they've got content out about this, like the whole judgment story, basically. And then now you're listening to it and you're 7 minutes, 37 seconds in, and wow, is this your life or not your life? Do you get what I mean? It's taking a risk all the time. Spiritualists and tarot readers on the platform, people are like, oh, do I believe in it? Do I not believe in it? Should I go next to it? Should I not? Well, we're not going to fucking come through the screen and eat your face off. This isn't the Ring. As much as I love horror movies and I can act like a psycho sometimes. But it's not that. I don't want to scare you now, just in case the story is related to coming over here, full stop. But I mean, like, let's break the mold. Let's not be wrapped in old energy. Let's not be naive. The world is way bigger than we can imagine it to be. I mean, we get so caught up in ideologies of what it means to be the most important persons in our life, and I fucking teach radical self-love. I mean, let's all get a grip. Radical self-love. We can scream from the rooftops, but in the same fucking breath, we're in a miniverse. Screaming radical self-love from a miniverse. I mean, come on. Paradoxical. It's silly. It doesn't even really matter because we're everything and nothing, and I can scream radical self-love, but in the same way, I know that I'm just sitting in Brahma's hand. I'm not even sitting in Brahma's hand. I'm sitting in what? Mother Gaia and Ra's hand. They're sitting in Brahma's hand. Goes on all day, you know. So let me just pull on a few kind of industry cards to see if anything wants to come out from this deck. But otherwise, I'm going to close out, and I hope you found something in that. Anything else you want to know, I would just throw it out to the divine right now. Hopefully, I'll catch it before I shuffle. Yeah, trust your intuition. This has been a gamble and a risk that I feel like you didn't want to take it. You were forced to. You were forced to just say yes or no, and either way, you decided to go, well, whatever you went for, it was the right choice, basically. Yeah, you felt really controlled in the situation, a little bit manipulated, and you just didn't want to hear all the conversation that was being had about this. And there could have been judgments around a man, a friend, a colleague, something like that. and it turned everything upside down, and financially you lost a lot of money. Loving relationships could have been lost, home environments, housing. Could have fallen out with a Libra who was a really good friend, and you had to sacrifice them over what happened. And there was questions over people's integrity, people's strength, will, heart, spirit. A lot of sadness on the line here that had to be upheavaled. But you know what, it looks like a really important cycle to go through, because once again God gives you dark night of the soul and really heavy vibrations so you can rise again. Now you have the key codes, the answer, the way forward, and you know exactly what you should be doing moving forward. You're not going to be in the same situation that you were in the past, and there are no fake people around you now. There's no genuine lack of genuinosity. There's no one in the camp, no one in the crew, no one that's going to keep you stuck, no one that's going to lie to you. You haven't got to keep digging deep. Someone was overworking before, overworking to high levels, experienced severe burnout. You could have had a high level of sick days at work, or days where you just called in and said you'll work from home, because energetically you was constantly being capsized by the overwhelm and the workload. And whoever the person was in the team that wasn't genuine all this time, subconsciously you knew that, but you just kind of put up with it, because I guess that's the things that we kind of do in the working environment. We just try and suck shit up for as long as we can. And I think I get the vision of you trying to suck up an apple through a straw. Do you get what I mean? That's why you're off sick so many days, because you can't suck an apple through a straw. You can spend all day doing it, but you're going to be fucking exhausted, and your lungs are going to be on the verge of explosion. So you're going to need to take some time off to rest, you know, sick days and all of sick pay and all of that kind of fucking shit as well is here. So don't worry, you're healing from all of that now. Whoever this negative energy was, they've just kind of moved out of the way now, and everything's kind of getting back to where it should be, but not even where it should be, where it's destined to be, because I see millions and millions and millions and billions of pounds on the table now. A pathway towards an absolute abundant lifestyle where all the struggles of the past are gone. There's all this love and commitment, and it's coming from just genuine love of your craft. I don't see like romance and relationships here. I just see peace in your heart. Love for your craft, happiness. Like, I don't feel you're going to have any more sick days like you did before. You know, when you, like, I am a prime example of being sick at work. Like, the last time I worked full time was in like what? I quit in my last job in 2016. But I was constantly getting pulled into the office over my sick days. I was sick because I hated the place. There was 100 things wrong with the environment. Let's not even go and start outing them for their personal business. It wouldn't be nice, but I was really not in a good state, and it was affecting me, and I had to leave. I work for myself now. I was in, like, they didn't even believe my sick days. I was like in hospital with a range of different symptoms, inflammation, having repeated blood tests. I had serious physiological problems because of the emotional toll the job was taking on me, and all that fucking sucking up an apple through a straw. Now I don't have any of those problems, and my health is great, and I can work on my own schedule, and I can build craft and tech and all the amazing stuff that I like to do, and it's happy and it's fulfilling. I'm building a life that I'm destined to and that I've always dreamed of. When you truly are following the life that you want and doing what you're called to do, every day is just living your life, and it's not a work day. Well, some days it is, but most times you're just living in your wildest dreams. So your health's gonna be great. Every day's a holiday. Every day you're doing what you love, so you're happy, you know? And you're getting back to that now. So that's impressive. That's amazing, and I'm happy for you, Pisces. You really do deserve it. Just take a minute to acknowledge what's gone on. If you're changing from one job to another job, changing job roles, then don't just go straight in, like you end your job on Friday and start your new job on Monday. Give yourself a week, maybe 2 weeks. Give yourself to really purge and cleanse the old energy. You want to get started up straight away? Say, do you know what? I'll work from home. Okay, do what you want. Do what you want. But there is this opportunity for you to just have some downtime, because things will get really, really busy again. If this genuinely is millions and billions of pounds, you're going to wish you took 2 weeks off before this shit really kicked off, okay? Because it looks busy. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of fractals, a lot of moving pieces. So yeah, you want to get stuck in and dive in straight away. You've been waiting for this, waiting to get to this point. But my God, yeah, there's definitely a gap between the O and the point and the 1. You just come from O. You've been sitting in the O for ages. You're now at the point. I would take 2 weeks at this point. really to benefit your mental health, psychological well-being. Purge, spend time with family and friends, people you wouldn't normally see. Have a moment of time to genuinely, truly be with others that are not going to get any of time once you head over to the one. Because it all changes from then. Your life's changing forever. Your whole view set, your mind frame, social constructs, social groups, what you believe in, how you speak, how you act, how you spend your time, what you're doing at work, your financial income. Never again is it going to be anything like it was in the past. Total brand new lifestyle for you. So just allow there to be a window of time to segue into that, because you're going to get burnout real quickly, yeah? Believe it or not, if you dive into it. Because although it is your purpose and what you're meant to be doing, you're going to be so overwhelmed and anxious and excited. It's like I see a load of kids going on a school trip in the morning, and you're like, oh my god, I can't sleep, we're all going on a trip tomorrow, oh my god, we haven't got to wear uniform, oh, we're all getting on the bus, I'm sitting with you on the bus, we're sitting at the back. Everyone's gassed up, everyone's so excited, the energy, the adrenaline's so high. No, if you all behave like this, you're all gonna have no sleep. You're gonna wake up, get ready early, all show up to the bus stop, get on the bus, 10 minutes on the bus, you're all fucking KO'd and you're napping, and you haven't even reached the destination yet. Bide your time. And that's the hermatologist saying that, who has problems with slowing the fuck down. And I'm now telling you to bide your time, slow down, take it easy, yeah? This is coming, this is already manifested. You've done a great job. I'm so sorry for all the shit that you've had to go through in relation to this, because it looks like a fucking nightmare. But once again, the tower hits for a reason, and God has to do what God has to do to ensure that his disciples are taken care of, and that the rest of the world has the opportunities to ascend in line with destiny and Brahma, you know. So love and light, Libras. I'll be back soon with more.